Hello and happy Friday, everyone. I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel this week. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy my debt-free journey that I'm on, and any tips, tricks, and stuff like that I share. Maybe you guys can use that in your day-to-day. And if you're new here, thank you. Please hit that subscribe button, the like button, and I would love to have you along on my journey. So today we're going to look at the budget from the 15th through the 21st. So as you see, I do have some bills that did come out, along with a little bit of shopping for the house. I do need to make a new category as well, just because I'm not sure. I had to go to Target and pick up a couple things. And with the way that I have my category set up right now, the items that I had to pick up, I just really don't have a category. They were for the house. I needed some toilet paper, and then to get some hand soap, and then of course a couple things for my little boy. So and then I went to Joann, and I ended up spending a little bit of the cash that I had. So I'm down to $2 because I spent at $3 at Joann Fabrics, picking up a little something there, and that for my little boy. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get the category going, and we will then reconcile, make sure that everything is up to date. We'll clear everything out and see where we're at this week. So I think what I want to do is I probably want to put this under quality of life, just because it was items for the house. So right now the receipt has it as health and beauty. So, but to me that doesn't make sense, because when I think of health and beauty, I think of like vitamins, makeup, stuff like that. So I am gonna just say household. Oops. Underneath here. Okay, so we have that in, and now let's go over to our register, and let's start taking a look and seeing what has come through that we can clear. So the car payment did come out, so I can go ahead and clear that. We were going to stop at this bakery called Grandma's, and when we got there, they were out of my son's favorite donut. So we ended up just going to the gas station and picking up a couple slushies, along with a couple treats from the gas station. So he was a little bit bummed in that the bakery was out of his donuts. So, and I just explained to him that that's why we need to go early when we're doing stuff like that. So let's see, the category for this is our grocery. Okay, And that was for $10.18. So we'll go ahead, save that. And BND, that payment did come out. So let's double check and see how this now captured these 3 payments. Let's go out to the budget. We'll take a look. Under debt. Okay, so it's still showing that the money is there. So let me put a check mark. Okay, record a payment. So yes, for this loan, they did take the $70.82. So we will go ahead, and it was out of the household. They did that on the 17th. So go ahead. Okay. And we'll do the same for this. Yes. Household checking. It was on the 17th. And one last recording. This is the debt that I am making the extra payment on and out of my school loans. So everything that I've paid off in the last couple of years, this is where that extra money is going. Otherwise, the payment would be, I think it's like $50.55 a month. So as you can see, I am making an extra payment on that. So that is good. Hopefully I can get this paid off this year and move on to another loan that I do have with BND. So we'll go ahead, we'll save that. All right. That looks good. Paying an extra $60 this month. Okay, so by me paying that extra $60 and saving me $88.68 in interest over the life of the loan, and so far with what I'm doing, I am ahead of paying this loan off 3 months early. So that's good. That's a nice side note. And this is last year for the way that I was tracking these because this is a fairly new feature that YNAB has put into the system. So this is basically my first time actually seeing this in action. So just kind of taking a look, taking it all in just to see and at the notations that I end up getting. So then let's go ahead. Next, we need to get in okay, we'll clear out holiday. Target, we also need to get that in. And I went there on the 18th. Going to split this because it goes into 2 different categories. So the first is groceries, and that was $438. Total outflow was $26.69. And you guys don't have to do this. I do. This year is all about really honing in on where my spending is going, where the money's going, what am I spending it on? because I really want to get a good understanding of my spending habits. And that is why this year I'm really just breaking everything down. I am splitting out the categories and just really keeping a good handle on where the money's going. So Target, all right. $26.69 was what I had spent at Target. So we can also clear that out. And I wonder if the way that it tracks it, if I don't have to set it up in my check register. Because the way that it's showing right now is that I double paid. So I'll go ahead. I'm going to get rid of this. And let's take a look at next month and see how that, because that will kind of give some insight on to how the system is reading this. Okay, so it does still have my upcoming transaction. So when I do click onto that, it is showing for 217, and that would be correct in that as the next time that I do have to pay it. So I think when I set it up, to make sure that things don't fall off of the check register, in that you have to set it up. And so I think with the way that this new system is, that is not the case anymore, because in that you will fund it, and then when it's paid, you will come in and do that. So let's just double check to see if, okay, so it doesn't show that it's repeating. So before I make that adjustment, let's go ahead and see what next month, for bills. Okay, so I'm going to have to delete that because that will cause the confusion. Okay. So we'll go ahead, we'll make those repeating, and we'll see how this plays out for next month. Okay, and make repeating monthly. Save it. Okay, so now if we take a look at next month, okay, so it is there. And just to get a little bit more cushion, and start knocking out some of these bills and start working on getting the bills ahead. As you see right now, the age of money, so this is rule 4. This is basically how long from this pay period to my next pay period is my money sitting? How long is it in my bank account before it is spent? So right now I am at 3 days. of my money sitting in my bank account before that money is being spent. So the goal here is to get to 30 days, because if I can get to 30 days, that means the money that I'm spending is my previous month. So if I was at 30 days, say, instead of spending my January paycheck here on the 14th, I would be spending a paycheck from December. And that either it be December was a 3-month paycheck period for me. So chances are it would have, could have been the paycheck from the 31st, or and that could even be the paycheck prior to that, depending on where everything falls. So the goal, like I said, is to get to 30 days and break that paycheck to paycheck cycle. So 3 days, and that is definitely making progress. So thank you guys very much for sticking around and hitting that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate everybody that had subscribed to my channel this week. And that I am definitely just blown away by the support that the community has shown. So if you're new or you're returning, thank you. Please subscribe. Let's do this journey together. And I would love to hear you guys' feedback. So definitely leave me comments, and till the next video. Bye, guys.